I am stopping. That's what's up.
What's going on? It's TJR Sim here. What's up, Sim Junkies? Today we're looking at Ride the Demo. So this thing looks incredible for a demo. It does have some glitches and stuff. Not really glitches, but a little bit of screen hiccups, stutters, you know, here and there. But it is a demo. I'd imagine the final release next week will iron out some of those details. But let's check out the menu system here. So you got some pretty badass looking bikes here. CBR 600RR right here, 120 horsepower. You got a whole range of bikes here from old to new, and of course only on this demo it's only showing us the newer bikes right now. Kawasaki ZX-10R and this CBR as far as the ones you can play with. So anyway, first up, you know, you got options, you go to controls, you can map any of these to be any way you want to. One thing in particular I like is the increased traction control system and decrease it, so you can do that on the fly on your pad, which is awesome. Only thing I would want to add extra, I wish that Milestone would add, is to be able to adjust the wheelie control on the fly. That would be pretty good too. Although wheelies aren't too much of a problem, full throttle off the line for some reason, unless you just pull back on your thumbstick to make it wheelie. So let me see, you got your HUD, normal stuff here. I'm going to leave most of the stuff on. I'll take the riders' names off, that's a little annoying. Rewind, speedometer, default, you know, your laps, your timing indicator, position indicator, track maps, your units, you know, meters or miles. I'm going miles, I'm in America. Let's see, gamma correction, that's normal stuff. Just fade it until you can barely see the logo. Audio, I'll go ahead and turn off the music. There's the menu music. Yeah, it sucks. Race music, of course, that's for when you're in the game and you're racing, which I just love to hear the motorcycle. So anyway, let's get into it. After you set up your controls and stuff, do a quick race. You'll notice in the top left screen I got 3,800 credits, so you do unlock more money, so you can or you win more money rather, depending on how you place. Notice the, you know, real quickly, notice the tires on these bikes already. They already look scrubbed in, and they look like they're track tires. Yeah, they are actually. They're Diablos, which normally used to be stock on the Ducati 998s, but that's not a stock tire for the CBR 600 though. Those usually are the stones, the Bridgestones. But anyway, yeah, they already look kind of scrubbed in though. It's pretty good. Let me see. We'll do a quick race. Fortunately, we only have 2 bikes to choose from. We got this Honda. Oh, I'm sorry, 3 bikes. We got this Honda, 120 horsepower, 600 cc's. And then we got the ZX-10R 2014 model, 197 horsepower. And then a Triumph Street Triple R 2014, 106 horsepower. So that's the slowest ones. That's your naked bike. Oh, they even name it. They even know the lingo, man. Look at that category: naked bikes under 700 cc. So great. This is awesome. All right, so we're gonna do the 600. It's a little bit easier to handle, I guess. So anyway, track-wise, they're only giving you Sierra Nevada as the start. So we're gonna run with that. Anyway, here's go through these tracks here. Just scroll. Looks like it gets locked, and looks like plenty of other blank entries to the right there that more tracks to unlock left and right. So let's see. Did it say 2 tracks? 2 tracks. Oh, I see 2 tracks in this Sierra Nevada. Okay, race options. Right now I got it set on AI easy so I can kind of stay up with the guys. I did run it it goes all the way up to realistic and all the way down to very easy. Realistic is, the AI is actually really good. They're faster in the straightaways and still a little bit slow in the corners, but they accelerate so fast that it's hard to catch them even though you are on the throttle hard. So it's for this demonstration, we'll just go for easy. Rewind feature, that's just like anything. Milestone, if you're used to playing Formula One games, you can rewind to correct your mistakes. Physics, we're going to go pro because it's a motorcycle. It's got to be real. She can go standard, semi-pro, and pro. Anti-wheelies, it is what it is, right? It keeps you from wheeling. So you can go low, medium, high, full, off. I turn it off. I like wheelies. Automatic tuck-in, I mean that's just so you don't wear out your left thumb here, always keeping your thumbstick forward for your guy to tuck in. I mean it's not a big deal to make it automatic. The trajectory, I turn that off. That's where you basically get the line and the corners or none or whatever. Transmission, we're going to just leave semi-automatic for now. You can go, of course, manual. Traction control I'm going to turn off, so because I like slides. All right. Start race. Look at the graphics. Now this is the only screen here that looks kind of a little like, not that great. It's a little pixelated as far as around the bike and stuff goes. But you can scroll through. It tells you about the bike a little bit, or a lot rather. Now look at this screen. Now it pops up, gives you a confirmed screen. This is kind of like blowing up the image, of course, to you, and it actually looks pretty damn good. So anyway, then it goes back to this other loading screen, and then we'll be able to start the race. So let's let it roll through its little gyration here. I'll confirm it. Let's get on with it. Again, you got another chance to change your race options here. I'm gonna leave them like they were, but you can go to your bike settings, and all you got so far is suspension and gears. I'm imagining that would open up maybe a little bit more. Maybe, I don't know. No, actually that's probably, well, that's all you need for a motorcycle really, suspension and gears. But right now the only thing that's available right now is preload. So this bike tends to understeer a lot, push in the corners in the front end, so lower down the front, preload to 2 from 3. So and it's funny because if you ride a motorcycle for real on a track, your preloads are set, called sag. So you set your sag depending on your weight of you and all your gear on. So you set that sag accordingly. So usually around 25 millimeters. I'm trying to remember in the front sag, and I can't remember what the back was. But anyway, this one's it doesn't really go set in sag. Obviously you don't have a rider to get on there, but it's just handling it as preload to tuck the front end a little bit better in turns, or to help it be a little bit more stable, less finicky in steering on the big banking curves. So anyway, you do got your spring stiffness and compression and rebound. So all that stuff is good bike stuff that you would normally adjust per track in real life anyway. Final ratios, if you're a racer, you're running CMRA, AMA, World Superbike, MotoGP, all the sanctions and stuff. Gear ratios are very important, so that's what you're going to be changing per track. So here you can do the same. Generally, you usually change the rear tooth or front tooth though on most motorcycles. Popular ones, down 1 on the front and up 2 on the rear. Gives you more acceleration, less top end speed. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's race. I think I will just go ahead and run, just try to run a good race, and then I'm going to point out some things that the bike does.